Hi Andrew, I'm Andy from RNIB.
Hi there.
I understand you got some questions about getting online with computers and tablets.
I'm really nervous and it's quite difficult and hard to use a computer and to go online if you've got a sight condition. Will I need anything special to get myself online?
So you'll need a device, first of all. That could be a laptop computer or a desktop computer, or it could be a tablet computer, which we'll look at in this video. You'll also need a connection. So there's two main types. One is called a fixed connection. That comes into the phone line in your house. But if you're someone who's going to be out and about a lot, you can also get a mobile connection. So that could be through something called a dongle or a SIM card. But that connection you can take out and about with you outside your house.
How can I find out more as to what it can do for me?
The internet is basically just a network of thousands of different computers around the world. It's a vast resource of information. You can do lots of things. Doing any kind of research about any kind of topic is very easy on the internet. There's many different search engines you can use. Type in what you're looking for and undoubtedly you will find information on that topic. Email is basically just like sending an electronic letter. So rather than it taking a few days to get to someone, it's there in an instant. You can get an email account free of charge from many different providers. You can also use what's called social media. Social media is great for sharing information with your family and friends. The internet also allows you to do a lot of everyday things that you might do in person sometimes. So things like doing your shopping, for example. You can do your banking online as well. So rather than having to go down to the high street, maybe to the bank, you can do that stuff from the comfort of your home.
Now I understand more about the internet, I'd like to find out about tablets and what they can do for me, and computers as well.
Okay, so there's a few different types. So you might have heard of desktop computers. Those are computers that normally stay in one place. So normally they're in a room in your house, and there'll normally be a box with lots of cables coming out the back of it, and it'll go into quite a large monitor. So if you're someone who's partially sighted and you want a nice big screen, it can be a good choice. What we've got here is a laptop computer as well. So this is a lot more portable. You'll see how the screen and the keyboard are all put together, and I can put that in my bag and take it away with me at the end of the day. We've also got a couple of tablet computers here. You'll notice the difference is these don't have a keyboard, so these are all touchscreen devices. But you'll also notice that they're very small and light. So this one is about 7 inches, and this one is 10 inches, a little bit bigger again, but very portable. The way you use them is a bit different because they are touchscreens, but these will allow you to get online and do some of the things that we talked about. You'll need a subscription for the internet as well. You can get that from most phone companies or mobile phone providers.
Thanks for the overview on computers and tablets. That was really helpful. But do you know where I can actually go out and get one from?
Yeah, so all the devices we looked at in this video are available from the high street. Apple do have their own stores as well. So if you're looking to get one of the iPhones or the iPads, you can buy direct from Apple. RNIB also sells computers, and you can buy them online, of course. So websites such as Amazon are a great place to look.
Thanks. Is there anything else that I should know about before I go out and make my decision?
You need to bear in mind the screen size. So we looked at how the laptops and the tablets come in different sizes. If you are going to be carrying it around with you during the day, you want it to be as light as you can. Final thing is price. So tablets start around a few £100s. And laptops and desktop computers, they range from hundreds of pounds. Probably the most expensive you'll find is around £1,000.
Right, I've got the gist of, setting up my computer and using it, but have you got any tips on setting it up?
Yeah, so if it's a desktop computer, you'll find you have a number of cables that you need to plug in. The good news with the cables is that they're all shaped and colour-coded, so it's really difficult to put them in the wrong place. With the laptops and the tablet computers, you probably noticed there's no cables. They're all kind of one unit, as it were. So they're a lot easier to set up. You normally just need to charge them up. So plug them into the wall, give them a few hours to charge up, and then turn them on. So on the tablet computers, for example, once you're charged up, you'll see there's a few buttons around the edges of the screen. One of these is the power button. You just press and hold that for a few seconds, and it'll turn the device on. So once you've got your devices turned on, there'll be a simple setup process. It'll ask you for a few basic things like your name, and just making sure that the date and time on the device is set correctly. On some of the devices, you can turn on the accessibility features during the setup process. So I'll show you this on the iPad. There's a button underneath the screen at the bottom. It's called the home button. If you press this 3 times, it turns the screen reader on. So theoretically, you can go through the setup process independently using the speech.
Have you got any tips on actually using the device?
Yeah, so I can show you those now. So on the tablet devices, when you first turn them on, you get taken to what's called the home screen. So you have a grid of icons. You can have these icons read aloud to you.
BBC Media Player. Screen locked.
On the laptop computers, you'll have what's called a start menu, and that's where all your programs are housed. So if you want to use things like your word processor, that's where you'll find it in the start menu.
Where can I go for more information, or if I get stuck?
So first of all, I'd spend some time familiarising yourself with your device. If after doing that you still find you're having problems, the first place I would go for help is the store where you bought it from. If you need more help after visiting the store where you bought your device, the RNIB has a range of resources, including other guides and videos. Call 0303 123 9999 or visit rnib.org.uk/technology. The Technology Support Squad can help you to set up or use your computer or tablet. To find out more, call 0303 123 9999 or visit rnib.org.uk/tech support.
RNIB in Action for Blind People, working together to support blind and partially sighted people.